What's going on? It's your boy Maydoos back with the finale of season 22. Now before we get started, I'm gonna show you a little video clip of how season 22 really took off. If you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe and watch the video. Have some fun and let me know what you think.
What makes this woman think she can speak among men?
Because only Spartan women give birth to real men.
Let us walk tongues.
If you value your lives over your complete annihilation, listen carefully, Leonidas.
Submission. Now that's a bit of a problem. See, rumor has it. And if those philosophers and boy lovers have found that kind of nerve, then...
We must be diplomatic.
And of course, Spartans have their reputation to consider.
Choose your next words carefully, Leonidas. They may be your last as king. Madman. You're a madman.
Earth and water. You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Alright guys, thank you for watching my little clip here. And we all know that 2020 has not been the year for a lot of folks. So coming up in the new year, hopefully things changes for a lot of alliances. And coming up in season 23, which is going to be starting on the 24th of December, hopefully things look up for a lot of alliances. Now, shout out to all the alliances who were part of this video. Please do not harm me or hurt me in any way. But I want to give a shout out to a few alliances who are sitting in platinum number 1. Yes, so shout out to some of the new guys who has made platinum for the very first time. We have some familiar faces. We have the New York Guardian sitting there in platinum 1, the Chosen One sitting there, the brothers who we faced. There's quite a good bunch of guys. Shout out to my alliance sitting at rank number 7. That's a big accomplishment for the first time sitting in platinum number 1. Shout out to you guys, job well done. Anyways, moving along, we're going to say shout out to some of the new faces that I'm seeing for the first time, like the superheroes over there. And Untainted, I haven't seen them there for a while, or probably I haven't seen them there ever. Shout out to the new Avengers who we did face, and the God of War. Anyways, I want to give a shout out to everyone who took part and all the alliances sitting in platinum number 1. I do have a few friends in platinum number 1 as well. We're gonna say shout out to them, the guys over at Savage. You guys know how it is. Hopefully we get to go against head to head sometime during the next season, but until then we could enjoy the rewards of platinum number 1. Also, I want to give a shout out to this alliance coming up, which is We Are Groot, who are a bunch of good guys. We did not get to face them this season, but hopefully we get to face them next season. And a big shout out to a alliance who I really thought was not going to do well this season, but actually did pretty well. Shout out to that alliance called Elite. So my friends over there, you guys know how it is. Big congratulations to you guys. Although the last war, I do know exactly what happened to have you guys sitting there. So big thank you to Savage for letting these guys enjoy platinum number 1 for the first time. And we're going to move along to the Masters category. We have 4 Loki sitting at spot number 1, ISO 8 at spot number 2. We have the Space Bastards. Now, these are guys who are constantly in Masters. These are guys who are no strangers to Masters. We have SAS SAS over there, who is actually pretty solid alliance. Thank you for giving us one of your players this season. It was a big help. Shout out to Francisco. We have AGT. Graphite sitting there, not for the first time, not for the second time, but a million times sitting in Masters. A big shout out goes to Legends of Apoco. Now, Apoco been sitting in Masters for quite a few seasons now, and not only are they placed number 7, but they're also placed number 9, which is actually pretty solid to you guys. Played with you guys for a bit. You guys are solid. I also see Made in Brazil there. The alliance at the bottom of them. Moving along, shout out to X7V. You guys did awesome. You guys are no strangers there. Sorry for what happened last season, but things happen. So shout out to DSVG, who actually sitting at rank number 16, and these guys are a solid bunch of guys. Now I have lots of love for these guys, so I might be a little happy there, you know. Shout out to the big man crush, you know. Hey, anyways, moving along. So like I said before, my alliance is sitting at rank number 7 for the first time in platinum 1, and I am very happy with Rogues, how they did. And hopefully next season things could look up for these guys, and hopefully we get to have a awesome season. So before we get started, I'm going to pop a crystal for you guys. Just because you guys keep watching my videos and commenting and asking questions, I figured I will pop a crystal on every video. So this one I'm feeling lucky about. This one I am not going for anyone in particular. This is just one of the crystals from the Little Piggy event. I have not completed it, but I might as well pop a few crystals for you guys while I am at it. And this one is going to stop on Red Guardian. I have a little bit of love for Red Guardian. I was going to say I have no love for him, but I do have a little bit of love for him. His utility is quite useful, but I would really like to stop on that Cosmic Ghost Rider to try him out for the very first time and let you guys know what I think. So before I move along, I want to say these videos that I'm going to play right now are from ASR. This is my buddy here taking off some of the toughest lanes that we had for this season. This is lane number 7 in section 2. He's gonna use his OR against Domino, which is quite difficult for some people. Some people had a lot of problems using OR this season, especially in that section. But as you could see, he proved himself. That match was a tough match, but he got through it no problem. The next match he's going to take is against Nick Fury. Now, a lot of people, like my friend Liza over there, had a little problem with Nick Fury. But Liza, I think Liza was going against Stubborn when she went against Nick Fury. And I don't think this one is stubborn. Wait, it might be, it might not be. I will have to double check that. But while we watch this, you could see that Nick Fury is actually going down a lot faster than a lot of people would have anticipated. The spores were set. Nick Fury is going to let off his SP3, and as you could see, OR has an invulnerable boost on him, so that's actually pretty solid. That's actually pretty good, smart of him to actually do that. So Nick Fury is going down in a few seconds apparently. Wow. And this match was a tough matchup for a lot of alliances. Now I'm not going to say which alliances had a problem with this one, but the placement there was quite familiar. A lot of alliances did place Domino first on Spite and then place Nick Fury right after. And to do this match, you could use OR for both of those matches, or you could have switched it up. Some alliances went with Magic, some alliances went with Warlock, and some alliances didn't know what they were doing. So as you could see, ASR was pretty solid with the Omega Red players. And now he's going against a Killmonger boss with his Omega Red. And this match is looking like a regular match, but it's actually not. The spores are set and they are working, which means that this is actually a tough match. I saw a lot of people use Cosmic Ghost Rider against him. A lot of people use Corvus against him, but not a lot of people try to use Omega Red against Killmonger boss. Somehow, my friends over at ASR soloed all their boss fights, and it was a pretty solid season for those guys. So shout out to you guys, and I want to let you guys know that this season, any alliance which finished with less than 10 deaths deserve to be in the master's position. As you can see, Agent Graphite with 138 kills is still under 10 deaths with only 6 deaths, and for Loki, no stranger to being under 10 deaths, is at 3. We have the GT4T with 4 deaths and DSVG with 8. Both of those alliances is under 10 deaths, which means securing the master position for them was actually pretty solid and relevant. We have ASR, which dominated over ISO8 with 8 deaths only currently, and that was the last war. So currently those numbers mean nothing because they already secured their positions. So shout out to you guys, job well done. Season was fantastic. Now on to other news. I want to say that this season was a learning season for a lot of alliances. For example, my alliance here, who actually had a field day with Cog. Now, if you don't understand what this picture is after somebody went in to fight Cog. He took this much health. It was a learning curve for him. Apparently, he was using a R3 Omega Red, and things did not go as planned. Thank you to his alliance members who came in to give him a hand. And some others went for the basic quaking of Cog on Mixmaster, which actually did pretty well. You could do it without the synergy of White Magneto, or you can do it with the synergy of White Magneto. As you could see, Quake worked perfect on Mixmaster and was one of the top contenders versus Cog on Mixmaster. Some alliances went for the basic ones of Storm X, or some went for Prof X. And whatever it is, however you got Cog down with a solo, congrats to you, my friends. Another node which had everybody shaking in their boots was Hazard Chief with Mordok. Now, as you could see, the best option and the greatest option you could go with was actually Ghost. Now, as you could see, the egg was putting on a big fight, but Ghost did what Ghost normally does. He didn't see her coming, and that was the end of the egg. Another one we should say was actually Nova. As you could see from this video, Nova was not a problem for a rank 5-star Captain Marvel movie. Now, whoever took that fight did a very good job. It was a solid job versus a R3 Nova. As you can see, this guy just did not do so well. And last but not least, I want to introduce you to the man himself who took on every single Mystic champ in the game. His name is Notch. As you could see, he's taking his rank 3 human touch against Sasquatch on lane 5 in section 2, which is ebb and flow intercept. And this match for him was quite easy. In the bag, look at his health, and Sasquatch was no more. Thanks to Notch, he was the MVP for the season. Anyways, hope you guys had fun watching, and Kabam is on to me, so I gotta go. What the?